Hari Om, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. This video is the last video in the series of Nrsimha Jayanti special series. So, continuing with what we saw in the previous explanation, all the helpers and servants of Hiranyakashipu came to him and told that we are not able to do anything to Prahaladan. Then Hiranyakashipu, for this, I will do something myself, he decides. Bring him in front of me. I will with my own hands kill him. That Narayanan name, whoever tells, the end will be the same. Whether it is a 5-year-old child, my own blood, whatever it is. Listening to Narayanan and telling his name, the end is in my hands. People in the palace hearing this get so scared. All his security guards bring Prahaladan in front of Hiranyakashipu. Prahaladan was always in Perumal Bhakti. Folding his hands and closing his eyes, he was doing dhyanam and came. Hiranyakashipu saw this and got even more angry. He looks at Prahaladan and says, I have not seen a fool like you. You are the son of such a big king, such a big kingdom I have. You are not understanding your own father's intelligence. You will get the punishment for your foolishness. My child, thinking like that, if I leave you, then all the people will start chanting Sriman Narayanan. So I will not allow this to happen ever in my life. So I have decided to kill you. Prahaladan kept on looking at his father. In those eyes, beautiful eyes of Prahaladan, there was maturity and bhakti seen. One final time, I will talk to Appa and explain. He thinks like that and starts speaking to Hiranyakashipu. Appa, let me tell you what the truth is. You are thinking that I am a very bad boy. But I am trying to help you, Appa. You only the most famous. You are thinking like that. It is wrong to think like that, Appa. Sriman Narayanan, he is the most strong. There is no one else. Even now you can change yourself, and whatever you do so far, let's forget it. You now please ask apology to Sriman Narayanan. He will definitely accept you. He does not have any enemies. For all of us, enemy is our own mind, because that mind is taking us in the wrong direction, right? You are my father, yes, true, but you are only my father. The universe, who is the father for the entire universe? There is only one father, and he is Sriman Narayanan. All enemies you have won. You are saying that you have won the enemies of your mind. But our Shadripukal, the 6 enemies of the mind, you have not won. Sriman Narayanan has won all of these enemies. So in the universe, Mahavishnu is the most prominent and outstanding God. Listening to this, Hiranyakashipu asks Prahaladan, Narayanan, Narayanan, you are telling like this always, right? Where is he? Can you show him? Can he come in front of us? Prahaladan says, yes, Narayanan is there in all places, Appa. There is no place on this earth where he is not there. Okay, Hiranyakashipu says, see, here there is a pillar. In that pillar is he there? Prahaladan says, yes, he is there in this pillar and even in the smallest of things. Hiranyakashipu looks at the pillar fully up and down, up and down. I don't think he is there. I am not able to see him. Ask Narayanan to come out. Then I will kill him myself. That is all. From that pillar, Perumal as Nrsimha avatar, very ferociously he comes out. Bhumi, the entire earth and sky, as if it split into two, roaring like thunder and lightning, with half human form and half lion form, he comes out. That only is Narasimham. Nara means human being. Simham means lion. From that pillar, Perumal avatar Nrsimha, he comes out. His eyes were burning like fire. A form like this, oh my! Looking at it, Hiranyakashipu and many others got very scared. Who is this? Hiranyakashipu looks at him. So many years back, the boon that he asked to Lord Brahma, he remembers and he recollects it. To kill him, that power should not be with human nor animal, but who is in front, human and animal mixed in one form. Should not be Brahman, Deva, creation. This creation not created by Lord Brahma. He is Mahavishnu's avatar. Like this, when Hiranyakashipu was thinking, Nrsimha drags Hiranyakashipu near the outside. Bringing all his power, Hiranyakashipu tries to wage war with Nrsimha, but he could not do anything. On the doorstep to kill Hiranyakashipu, Mahavishnu is getting ready. That time, morning is just getting over and night is just going to come. He puts Hiranyakashipu on his lap, not the sky nor the earth. In 1 minute, with his nails, he tears Hiranyakashipu and kills him. No weapons are also used. What all boons he got from Lord Brahma, based on that, Hiranyakashipu's killing happens. People there seeing all this happening get very petrified and scared. After killing Hiranyakashipu, Narasimha's ferociousness does not reduce. He was still aggressive. That time, all the Devas go to Mahalakshmi and then they tell her, Amma, can you please console Mahavishnu? On hearing this, Mahalakshmi says, I don't think I've ever seen Lord Vishnu like this. I don't think I can do anything about it. Seeing all that was happening, Prahalad then goes to Nrsimha with lot of bhakti and shraddha. On seeing this, Nrsimha calms down. Nrsimha takes Prahaladan with lot of love and affection beautifully and keeps him on his lap. All the people in the palace go near Nrsimha and do their namaskarams. Naradar Muni in Srimad Bhagavatam, when he was telling about this entire story, he also told one more thing. Whoever reads Prahaladan's story with lot of bhakti and shraddha, they will not have another birth. In whichever kulam you are born, whatever you do, that is not important. But on Bhagwan, how much bhakti you show and how much of shraddha you show, that is important. This is what Prahaladan's story also teaches us, right? Now that we have come to the end of this entire story and the charitram of Nrsimha Avataram, can we end it with a small shloka on Nrsimha? Ugram Veeram Mahavishnum Jwalantam Sarvatomukham Nrasimham Bhishanam Bhadram Mrityum Namamyaham